Bright Spot, sponsored by Connecticut Lighting Centers.
Well, a local dance academy and their students ended up stepping out to help those who need it most right now. Channel 3's Nicole Nalepa walks us through the details of their selfless act.
Here we go, girls. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice.
For 66 years, the Griffith Academy of Dance has been a cornerstone in Connecticut when it comes to Irish step dancing.
That was always at the root of the school, of course, to make extraordinary dancers who will go on in the Irish dance field to do wonderful things, but not just to make extraordinary dancers, but how do we make extraordinary people?
You do extraordinary things. And right now, there are plenty of opportunities to do just that.
But there are always those who are suffering even more. And how can we help? What can we do in some small way to have a meaningful impact?
As the Academy did their best to adjust to the change in times,
we were Zooming right at the end of March, about 50 classes a week.
The answer came to them after they found out the world and national competitions were canceled.
Collectively, the teachers and the students decided with unemployment at staggering heights and so much food insecurity in our state,
they would use the funds that were raised earlier in the year for their competitive dancers who were no longer able to travel, and they would donate those funds to Food Share instead.
The donation was $3,000 that they were able to give to Food Share. It was really a very empowering thing for our dancers. When you think of families who are really going hungry at this time, that this is such an important place to give a donation if you can.
And a powerful lesson learned outside the studio during this difficult time.
I know it took away from their disappointment. They were sad they weren't going to be dancing, they weren't going to be competing. This is something they worked so hard for all year. But to say, okay, we couldn't have this, but what could we do? We were able to do something really good for others, and that's empowering.
With today's Bright Spot, I'm Nicole Nalepa.